Go for it. Okay. All right, everybody. Can everybody hear me?
Yeah.
Weeks. All right. I like to project my voice. I like being on stage. It comes from a long history of being on stage because, like, when I was 4 years old, my family, as part of a church family function, church talent show, decided to do Michael Jackson's "Man in the Mirror" lip sync. And I went on there, and I was at 4 years old and totally my mom says ruined, but I think that's subjective. Obviously, I added to the show. All right, so welcome to Best of. All right, this spring we will be presenting the work produced in a variety of classes from winter 2022 trimester. It's exciting to see such a variety of skill sets shown off. I kind of like to think of this as our Oscars, except the only thing that slaps is Matthew Rada's beatboxes and Raphael's music. Yeah. So, I've been told that I shouldn't end with the joke because I like dad jokes a lot, and that makes everybody grow, and they'll leave the premises pretty quickly.
And that's an understatement.
So I should definitely start at the beginning and tell dad joke then. So just to get everybody excited, a bear walks into a bar, and the bartender sees him and is like, "All right, bear, what'd you like?" And he just looks up and he's like, "I'll have a beer." The bartender is like, "All right," goes up and then goes back, gives him the beer, and it's like, "So, bear, why the pause?" And he's like, "Dude, I'm a bear." I love it. So, all right. Very excited to show off our work. We're actually going to start off with our first category. So we're going to start off with our first category, which is Photoshop. I had the privilege of teaching this class. We had a lot of really good work this trimester. So there was just a couple of students that stood out. And let's see, that is Isabella and Stefan. So if you'd like to come up and receive. If Stefan's not here, that's okay. I'll accept it. We'll present on his.
He's virtual.
He's virtual. Okay. So Stefan, if you're watching, wait, come back up here. Yeah. You can just stand right here. We're just gonna show off. So this is for Stefan. We're gonna match these right here. And yeah, give him a round of applause. Did great work. Yeah. All right. Well, without further ado, you go and sit down. Here is their work. I mean, awesome, right? Awesome painting skills, so good. I loved as well as eye for design, so let's give them another round of applause. Okay, we're gonna move on to our next class. That's gonna be visual effects with our instructor, Alamax. So, Alamax, take it away.
Teaching this class with Miles Horst, and I have the even greater honor of presenting our best of today to Mr. Emiliano Villa.
Wow.
You absolutely killed it in 2.5 project.
Yeah.
You deserve it. All right, and without further ado, let's see what we got.
So cool. Love seeing that motion. All right. So without further ado, we'll move on. Next up is intermediate 3D with 3D instructor Randy. Randy will now say a few words.
Hello. All right. We're missing one.
Oh, which one is it? This one? Okay, there we go.
Okay. So tough decision this year. We have a lot of talent in this class. So we decided to do a sort of like pit fight that we're going to do right now. So we actually narrowed it down to 3 people because there were a lot of talent. First person is Rodney Tan. And third is, unfortunately, somebody who's remote, Christian Keithley. Congratulations.
Here we go.
You rock.
All right. Round of applause.
Here's their work.
How about those renders, y'all? Man, awesome. All right, next up we have intermediate animation with our instructor Hayes.
All right, our winners for intermediate animation. I turn these around here. Corey and Aaron Trust. Aaron, show them off, please.
That's great. Let's give him a round of applause.
Please enjoy their work.
So it looks like someone was missing from that. I think it was Adam Schneider, right? Yeah. So Adam, we apologize. You were missing that. Also, let's also have give Adam a round. Okay. What's that? Great job, Adam. All right. Great work, everybody. Okay, so moving along, next up is going to be intermediate motion graphics with instructor Will.
Hi there. Hi there, everyone. So, intermediate motion graphics is a small class. The competition was fierce. We combined a lot of what we did this last trimester into this final projects. But I wanted to give this best of to the student who really did his best with using the wide variety of skills that we learned over the trimester in his sequence reconstruction project. So I want to congratulate Rafael Rodriguez. let's go ahead and check out what he put together.
Reality slips far away, fiction comes alive, we start to play. Hope
All right, so we're gonna move on to another discipline. For this one, we're gonna do intermediate visual effects with instructor Tim.
Hey, everybody. So the award for intermediate VFX this time goes to somebody who showed great technical competency in a really difficult area of visual effects, which is clean plating, which essentially is cleaning things out on different surfaces, things of that nature. This particular student showed great determination and skill going through his project as he essentially kept at it and making the adjustments that he needed to do in order to output a really great final project. So the award for intermediate VFX goes to Jackson Gibbs. Oh, yep, there we go.
Video.
All right, what awesome work. Okay, so moving on, we're now moving into our third years. They're gonna be their last year here at Exceptional Minds, and so we're really doing some awesome stuff here. We're gonna have Randy introduce the advanced 3D best stuff.
So advanced 3D is kind of unique because it's kind of different. People are studying different things, so it's sort of like comparing apples and oranges. But I had to pick one, so. Like dug this project up from the ground up, and like we both were learning at the same time, and did amazing things and taught me a lot too.
And now we'll see Ellie's work. All right. Okay, so really awesome. Moving on, we're going to do show the best stuff for advanced animation. Jess will introduce that.
Hello, everybody. So advanced animation has a bunch of students doing very different works of art. So as you can imagine, it's always really hard just to pick one. But Hayes and I have decided to give to someone who overcame a lot of technical issues that were not their fault. Computer issues are going to happen, and they overcame all of that. So we'd like to give it to Becca.
Here. And for our last discipline, we have motion graphics that will be introduced by Marcel.
Of course, the most important always comes last, right? As we all know. So this was a tough semester because we're doing a lot of pre-production, not a lot of production, but there's a couple people who we felt were really making great progress. And those two people are Leona Tate and Katie Scott. Ta-da! See, they're amazing work.
All right. Well, that concludes today's best of ceremony. Always remember, if you didn't win today, next trimester could be your turn. Let's see. Last thing so always put forth your best effort for a chance to be chosen best of. You know, there's always next trimester. Thanks to the best of committee, Jess, Randy, Marcel, John, Tim, and Kat for your input and advice. This show comes together as best with additional help and support. And of course, thank you to all the winners for sharing your amazing work with us. Everyone, enjoy your weekend.